Man, it's time for that Culture for the Streets. Tap in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ding the notification bell. Don't leave about the trap till you've been served. R. Kelly, R. Kelly, R. Kelly. Temperatures rising, your body burning. That nigga got 30 years. You done made 30 CDs. We thought you was talking about grown folks shit. You done made 30 CDs. King of R&B going down about some sex trafficking. And when you compare what he going through versus the Jeffrey Epstein and the Ghislaine Maxwell situation with the sex trafficking, these are like two different things. Because they was selling sex and forcing sex and all kind of, it was weird. They was really trafficking sex. R. Kelly just had a bunch of motherfucking broads in the crib doing what he say. But the biggest problem with this whole situation was they was too young. They were too young. They were too young. What is a grown man calling any parent for about their kids requesting they fly them? Man, listen, man. I would have told you, yeah. I would have took the ticket, jumped on that plane, and smushed you when I seen you because, nigga, you got me all the way up. You see what I'm saying? These niggas is tripping. The grown folks that approved of their kids going to see R. Kelly was tripping. So you can't fully blame R. Kelly for his actions, even though he's sick in the head, because you got to be sick to want to be grown and deal with kids. You have to be sick. That's a thing that's implanted in your head. That's a mental thing. But 30 years. But Ghislaine Maxwell got 20. You see what I'm saying? I just said this earlier, that Epstein and Maxwell should both get way more time than R. Kelly get. But you see, as of right now, that kind of ain't the case in some situations, man. It ain't the same for everybody, man. It ain't the same for everybody. Not only did he rupture his legacy as the king of R&B, he still gonna have that rank with that, but it takes so much away from him because you know how this go. You know how this go. The media specialize in destroying the elite once they mess up. And this is a perfect case of that because R. Kelly was at the top for 20, 30 years. Now look at him. He at the bottom. He got to do 30 years. 30 years from now, we are not going to be talking about R. Kelly. We just aren't. We just ain't. We just isn't gonna be talking about R. Kelly 30 years from now. I'm sorry. 30 years from now, nigga, let me see. Nigga, we about 50s and 60s and 70s. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about that nigga, man. By the time he get out, niggas gonna be 80. Ain't nobody the young generation gonna forget about motherfucking R. Kelly like they did Jordan. Like they doing Tupac. They gonna forget about him. He gotta pat himself on the back for that evil deed, though, because that was what he took part in. That's what he wanted to do. That's the sinister bullshit he wanted to get into. That was that shit was weird from the jump. They should have knew dude was weird when he came out talking about 18 years or older. Nigga, you was 30 then. Walking around basically requesting freshly grown kids. Like, they should have knew something was wrong with him then. So I don't feel sorry for him. I'm not going to say free R. Kelly, but I'm going to still listen to the music because the music was good. But what he stand for, I can't fuck with that. I ain't going to fuck with that. But you see the difference, though. He got to do 30. She got to do 20. I got to look in to see what Epstein looking at and if he got sentenced already, but they should be getting double the time R. Kelly got. But this is not what the case may be. When it comes to us, we going to get charged different. We're going to get perceived different. We're going to get judged different. Our controversy going to be different. And the media are going to smush us way differently than they do the white elite. Y'all hit that button. Subscribe to the channel. It's time for that Coach for the Streets. Don't leave about the trap till you've been served.